Hi, and welcome to In Brandon today. Today we're talking about the Suicide Prevention Implementation Network, and with me today is Jill Brown, the chair of SPIN,
Hello.
and Nikki Gagnon and Claire McCannell, who are committee members on SPIN also. Welcome today, ladies.
Thank you.
So, what is SPIN?
So the Brandon and Area Suicide Prevention Implementation Network, we're a group of community people working together to make our community suicide safer. We promote wellness and try to reduce the risk of suicide. Some of our goals include to build resilience and mental well-being, promoting awareness about suicide, increasing suicide intervention training so that we can better able to identify people at risk. We enhance awareness of crisis services and community resources, which we'll talk about today, encourage people when they are in distress to seek help, and we also provide supports to those that are bereaved by suicide.
And who's involved in the network?
We have, I think, about 27 or 28 different agencies, actually. We're really lucky in Brandon to have a lot of committed people working together to reduce the risk of suicide. So everyone from like Prairie Mountain Health, which we work for, Brandon Friendship Center, the Addictions Foundation of Manitoba, the Brandon Correctional Center, Brandon University, Assiniboine Community College, Child and Family Services, the City of Brandon. We have some family members and also, just interested volunteers in the community. The Military Family Resource Center, as well as the Shiloh Mental Health team, Mood Disorders Association. I could go on and on. There's just lots of different agencies that are involved.
Right. So to get the word out, you hold all kinds of events and stuff. What type of events does SPIN hold?
Well, throughout the year, we try to provide some awareness and education open to the public, but also trying to provide workshops and training to people that work in mental health or in other areas to better be able to assess suicide and provide interventions. So we have had some different initiatives in our school division here in Brandon, like youth wellness days, as well as an anti-stigma summit and some activities in different schools. We have had brought in some different speakers. Wade Sorokin was one who did a presentation on social media and just the effects on anxiety. We also hold assist training, which is the applied suicide intervention skills training and safe talk workshops. We provide funding so that different agencies can attend mental health first aid training. And then we host an annual workshop as well for clinicians on different topics that might be of interest to better enhance our clinical skills when working with people who may be at risk. Any other things that, we do lots of different events all year, including the Circle of Remembrance and Hope, which is a really special service for people who have lost someone to suicide, as well as a suicide bereavement support group, which runs once a month as well.
Right, so you've got a big event coming up very soon. Why don't you let us know a little bit about that?
Sure. On September 8th, we have World Suicide Prevention Day, and that's when we try to get our communities around and surrounding area to come together to remember those who have died by suicide, support bereaved family and friends, and renew our commitment to helping everyone reconnect with their reasons to live. And this year we have a theme, and it's take a minute and change a life, right? And the reason why we find that important is because the stats show that today in Canada, 11 people will end their life by suicide, and another 210 will attempt to end their life by suicide. So that's leaving a lot of people bereaved by suicide. So we really want to try to make a difference and find a reason to help.
Right. And there's also an event that is being held in support of SPIN, the Miles for Mental Health. Why don't you let us know a little bit about that event coming up?
Sure. So the Miles for Mental Health Fun Run and Walk is happening August 20th in Neepawa at the flats there. Anyone who doesn't know where that is, you basically are on Highway 16, you turn north on Brown and you go down to the bottom of the hill. It's where a lot of the activities in Neepawa actually take place. There's also a brand new walking path that part of the walk and run will take place on. So the event starts at 8:30 in the morning. You have an option of doing a 1K walk, 5K walk, 5K run, or a 10K run. Immediately after the event, we're having comedian Big Daddy Taz provide some entertainment for everybody there. That starts at 10:30. You're able to still come and enjoy the entertainment even if you don't participate in the run. That's at 10:30. We do ask for a minimum donation of $10 just for the event, because all the proceeds from that event of the day is going to the Suicide Prevention Implementation Network. Kids 5 and under are free. The early bird deadline is August 10th, and so it's $40 for early bird, $50 following August 10th. You can find our registration form as well as our poster on the SPIN website, so that's spinbrandon.ca, or else on the Town of Neepawa website as well under events. You can find the registration form and poster there as well. But please come out, come run, walk, volunteer, support, come to the entertainment, just come on out. It should be a really great event, and all the proceeds go to a really great cause. So.
Right, excellent. And still continuing on with the theme of what's going on coming up, there's all kinds of workshops and everything coming up. Why don't you let us know where they are and when? And
okay. As part of World Suicide Prevention Day, we try to provide safe talk workshops, which means suicide alertness for everyone. And essentially, we're wanting to educate anyone over the age of 15 to help identify persons who are having thoughts of suicide, and then connecting them to suicide first aid resources. So this 3-hour workshop, and these are all free, coming up in September. Starting, September 5th, there's one in Killarney. September 7th, there's one 5:30 to 8:30 here in Brandon at the Elspeth Reed Family Resource Center. And supper will be provided at that. And then September 7th, there's one in Neepawa. September 11th in Dauphin. September 12th in Deloraine, and September 14th in Hamiota. So as I mentioned, there's no cost. They're 3 hours. You do get a certificate at the end of those workshops. It's just a really good, place to explore, talking that it's okay to ask someone if they are having thoughts of suicide. The talk is, tell, ask, listen, and keep safe. Providing everyone in our community with a list of resources where people can keep safe is really important. I'll highlight some of them here. The Westman Crisis Services can be reached at 204-725-4411, or there's a toll-free line too, 1-888-379-7699. As well, we have the Manitoba Suicide Prevention and Support Line, and they can be reached, again, these are all 24 hours a day, 1-877-435-7170. Manitoba Farm, Rural and Northern Support Services, 1-866-367-3276. They also have a crisis chat support line, so you can actually, connect with them online. They're at supportline.ca. And then there's also the Child and Adolescent Treatment Center here in Brandon, which is 24 hours a day as well. So 578-2700 or 1-866-403-5459. So anyone in any community can call these numbers, either for themselves or if they know someone who might be having thoughts of suicide, and reach out and get that person help.
right, because that's not an easy conversation to have with somebody. So, these kind of workshops to give you the tools to be able to, approach somebody who you think might be in crisis.
Exactly. And that kind of ties in with the theme of the World Suicide Prevention Day. Like it takes just a minute to check in with someone, to ask, are you really doing okay? If you are concerned, take that minute and explore, provide some support. It only takes a minute to change a life.
Great. Well, thank you very much for coming in, and hopefully these the events and workshops and everything will be a big success and help in either training people or getting the support that's needed for people that are out there.
One last thing I would like
sure.
to mention actually is each year SPIN calls for nominations to acknowledge other people that have made our community suicide safer. And on the spinbrandon.ca website, you can find the nomination form if you do know somebody that's been in the community making a difference. So we would like to hear from our community members on who's making a difference out there, and we're taking nominations forms up until August the 18th. If you can get those in, that would be great.
Great. Excellent. Well, thanks again.
Thanks for having us.